Before the coaching started, my biggest problem was that I was in my head all the time. There were, I would start working on something towards getting a job, and I would be plagued with self-doubt. Um, I would think of all possible reasons why I'm not going to get that job. Um, I was sabotaging myself continuously all the time. I interacted with several people because initially I was looking at it as a problem with the way I was presenting myself in public. If I change my CV, would it change everything? If I change, all the front end, I was looking at the front end and saying, okay, if I can fix the front end, my problem will be solved. Then I got into it a little deeper. I interacted with you and I interacted with a few others. And then I realized that no, I need to fix the back end. And that's when I decided to sort of take the plunge. When I started, as I said, from a point where I was still doing consulting work. And even though I had just finished my PhD, I was Dr. Bala, but that didn't seem to make a difference. And from there, I got to a point where I got two job offers, and I got interview calls from three other places. So I think I managed to place myself in the market, in the job market, much better than I was, doing when I started coaching. Earlier, the negative self-talk, the self-sabotaging that I mentioned, that came in the way of being in action. And once I acquired the tools to deal with with the buzz that was going on in my head, then it was much easier to be continuously in action. It didn't really matter, whether I knew which action was going to, result in some achievement. I mean, the important thing was to keep at it. I think I developed a dialogue with myself. So, earlier it was, somebody in my head doing one way, talking to me. And then that changed first to an observation. Oh, okay, this is what's going on. And then it became more like a dialogue with all the, people inside my head. And that change in the inner workings of the mind is what I enjoy the most. My biggest fear is I might have given up. I was on the verge of giving up. I was on the verge of saying, ditch all this. I was in a period of tremendous self-doubt. And so, of course, I had doubts. I had all sorts of issues in my head. Oh, is this worth the money? Is this worth the time? If it's really helpful, then why can't I just do it on my own? Why can't I just read stuff and, try it out on my own? Can I just rely on my friends to support me in this? All these doubts were there. But I think once it started and I started applying the tools, then I knew that it was going to work. And so this once I was in the program and I was, let's say, a few weeks into it, I started feeling the difference.